Since our last video, the stairs we're able to keep have been sanded back nicely. We're waiting for the return of the balustrade, and we still need to find a joiner to replace the first 2 flights of stairs. Aline's mum came back to clean the resulting dust from the top of the house to the basement, but it wasn't long before she was roped into running the last few cables with Aline. I've been busy trying to finish and test the ventilation before the builders return from their holidays.
Yeah, it works.
The basement ventilation has already improved the humidity down there, and while it's not complete, it's already at the point where the builders can at least start hiding the pipes behind false walls and ceilings. Well, after we move our junk out of the way anyway. Our builders did finally return and start closing up ceilings, and with the dumbwaiter slowly coming together in the corner of the front rooms, each room was starting to feel a little less like a construction site. After firing our architect/project manager, who wasn't really doing anything anymore anyway, Aline's plans for the bathroom and kitchen have become set in stone. Before we could really close up the ceilings and move forward with the plans though, we had some fun doing a real smoke test for the ventilation. I brought a cheap Chinese-made fogger for this, which worked quite well in checking for leaks. In the process, I think we freaked out our neighbours with the smoke, so I suppose at least we're ready for Halloween. And it was a bit of fun too. There's our builders preparing the plaster and insulation on the front facade in our bedroom. We're using rigid insulation for the front facade just so that we can save a few more centimeters in the room, and our bed and bedside tables can fit next to the shaft for the dumbwaiter. They've also insulated and covered these awkward ventilation, water and drain pipes tightly, turning an unfortunate necessity into an alcove nook thing. Meanwhile, I've had to turn my attention to the kitchen, as it was pretty urgent to prepare the placement of the range hood. Our kitchen will have a sort of island thing in the middle of the room, and a small false ceiling of the same size will float above the island. I made a jig as a template for the range hood, and after lots of measuring I built a support structure which must exactly cover the imaginary stovetop on the imaginary island. We wanted the false ceiling to be as thin as possible, but still contain the ventilation pipe and some downlights, so this resulted in an odd-looking structure. I actually bought this crimping tool on the flea market next door from a guy who didn't even know what it was. Wait, West Germany? Anyway, I know the manufacturer of the range hood would frown upon this bit of the ventilation because it's a bit squiggly, but it was unavoidable. Everything here has been installed beyond building regulations, so it should be fine. The slow pace of the dumbwaiter installation is contrasted by how quickly our builders can seal things up with plaster. The scruffy rooms are slowly transforming into a house, and it's surprising how little things like scunchions and windowsills make a big difference. Now we just need to keep the builders on site so the rest can be finished. As always, let us know what you think in the comments below, and we'll see you soon.